Once upon a time, a king received a truly special gift: two baby eagles of a rare and majestic breed. The king had never seen birds so noble and awe-inspiring. Overjoyed, he immediately hired an experienced caretaker to raise and train them. As time passed, the two eagles grew strong and powerful. Their wings were wide, their feathers glistened in the sunlight, and their eyes were sharp as blades. The king watched them with pride, eager to see them soar through the skies. One day, he ordered the caretaker, "Let me see these eagles take flight and rise high into the sky." The caretaker gave the signal. Both birds began flapping their wings. One eagle soared effortlessly, gliding high into the sky like a whispering wind. But the other only flew a short distance before returning to its familiar perch, a branch it had always clung to. The king was puzzled and began to wonder, why could one eagle fly so high while the other refused to leave that branch? The king couldn't stop thinking about the second eagle. Why did it refuse to fly? Both had been raised the same way. One had found the skies, and the other stayed behind, stuck in place. The king loved both birds deeply and believed that the second eagle had just as much potential. It simply hadn't discovered it yet. So he made a royal decree across the kingdom. Anyone who can make the second eagle fly high shall receive a grand reward. The king's message spread quickly, drawing scholars, researchers, and bird experts from all over. Each brought knowledge, techniques, and tools to try and train the stubborn eagle. But day after day, every effort failed. Though the eagle sometimes fluttered a few meters, it always returned to the same old branch. Weeks passed, then months. Still no change. The king began to lose hope. It seemed no one could help. No one could convince the eagle that the sky was its true home. That little branch, though tiny, held on with surprising power. Just when hope was nearly gone, something unexpected happened. One clear morning, the king took a stroll through the palace gardens. He looked up and froze in amazement. Both eagles, were soaring through the sky with strength and grace, circling high above like divine guardians of the heavens. The king could hardly believe his eyes. He immediately summoned the caretaker and asked, "What happened? Who finally got the second eagle to fly?" The caretaker bowed and smiled. "Your Majesty, it was a very simple man, a farmer." The next day, the king summoned the farmer to the palace. In front of him stood a humble man in plain clothes, hands rough and weathered from labor. After rewarding him generously as promised, the king could not hide his curiosity. "Tell me, how did you, without knowledge or high learning, succeed where so many scholars had failed?" The farmer smiled gently and said, "Your Majesty, I didn't know how to teach the eagle to fly. I just did one simple thing. I cut the branch it always clung to. With no place to return to, it had no choice but to soar." This story of the two eagles isn't just about one finally learning to fly. It carries a powerful lesson about our own lives. Inside each of us are wings of potential, the ability to rise, to reach greatness. But like the second eagle, we often cling to our familiar branches, whether it's fear, laziness, bad habits, or self-doubt. We feel safe in our comfort zones. There we face no risks, no failure, no pressure. But the very place that feels safe can be the chain that holds us back, keeping us grounded and unaware of what we're truly capable of. The farmer didn't need grand theories. He simply removed what kept the eagle stuck. Sometimes, to move forward, we must find the courage to let go of what's familiar but limiting. Only when there's no turning back do we find the strength to move ahead. The lesson here is crystal clear. If you want to grow, if you want to soar, you must be willing to leave your comfort zone. Cut the branch that's holding you down. Only then will you truly fly and reach the extraordinary things waiting for you. The final message from this story is powerful and direct. To grow, to succeed, you must step outside your comfort zone. Each of us holds immense potential inside, but most of the time we let fear, comfort, or routine keep us stuck. Like the eagle, we cling to the safe branch and forget that the sky is wide open above us, waiting to be explored. Real change begins when you decide to let go of what's holding you back, whether it's a job that no longer excites you, a toxic relationship, or simply the belief that I can't. Remember, no one was born to live an average life. But to reach the extraordinary, you must dare to leave what's familiar and be brave enough to spread your wings and take flight. Cut off your branch and start flying. If you truly want to grow and unlock the full potential inside you, the first step is leaving your comfort zone. Don't let fear or habit hold you back. The sky is always open, but you'll never soar if you keep clinging to that old branch. Be bold. Dare to try. Dare to fail. Because that's when the real journey begins. One that could lead you higher than you ever imagined.